So this is a quick testimony of how God moves and our lives, but specifically mine for this one, and how He moved mountains for me. It's amazing how He did this, but I just wanted to share with y'all. So I moved into this apartment Friday. The Friday that just passed. It was planned on moving in there. The time was 4 p.m. for me to move in there from 1 to 4. So from the afternoon, I just started getting all my groceries and everything together. My house decor, and all they asked for the leasing office was a cashier's check, not a money order. So that kind of threw me off because I'm like, I don't really know too many people that do money orders. I mean, a cashier's check, not money orders, but okay, it was a cashier's check. I called a bank, a few banks. I ended up calling Region, and Regions told me the people that was there said, yes, you're able to get an account. I mean, you're able to get a cashier's check without an account. So I put all my eggs in one basket and just ended up going there. It was 3:30. I had to be in there, listen, by 4 p.m. and it was 3:30. So when I got there though, the lady was telling me, I don't know who you talked to. Unfortunately, you have to have an account to get a cashier check. And I didn't have any bank accounts, that I can go to because I only had third-party credit cards, debit cards, based off what I used to do in my old life. So, it kind of, even through your mistakes, God still bless you. So, hear me out. I said, okay, I just opened up an account. So I decided to open up an account, but through the application process, I ran into a blockage, a stoppage. Like, oh no, something wrong with your credit. You can't get the account. And I was like, okay, I froze my credit card before, so let me unfreeze it, thinking that'll help. I unfroze it. She came back with another white piece of paper, saying, unfortunately, something is wrong. Like, I'm not able to open an account. She said, go call somebody, talk to somebody. It was all kind of a blur to me, only because it's last minute, and I got to be there at 4 o'clock, and it's probably 3:45 now. So I'm talking to the leasing agency. This person who was in charge of the leasing office at the time actually stayed. Listen, he stayed there waiting on me because his time was up. It was time for him to go home. And who do you know that actually stay at their job longer than what they have to? Unless God told them to. So that's one testimony. But yeah, I was at the Regions Bank waiting to get a cashier's check. But I couldn't open an account, so I felt like my back was against the wall. Like it was. He told me that if I didn't go today, move in today, my what you call that, lease will go up. Like, the rate will go up. And I'm like, man, I had a good deal. So I kind of felt discouraged, but in a moment of waiting on my credit to come back, I just started whispering, Jesus, 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 Jesus. Cause like, listen, it's crunch time. I already got my food in the car. I got my house decor in the car, in the other car. So it just, I'm putting all my eggs in one basket and just head to the, ready to move in. But I was coming to a problem with the cashier's check. So I ended up coming out the bank telling him, look, they're not letting me open an account. And I ended up going back into the bank, and this was crazy. When I went back into the bank, God told me just ask somebody to help you. And I asked one person, and this person was, as you will see, I'll put it up here, Alvin Harper. He played for the Dallas Cowboys, a 2-time Super Bowl champion. He played with Michael Irvin. He was a person I talked to. I didn't even know it was him. But when I talked to him, he told me, I'll go ask one of the consultants, if that's okay. I thought he just pushed me off to the side. I thought he was just like, I don't know you. That's what I thought in my head, because a lot of people will do that. You're a random person. But I talked to the lady. She told me, are you sure you want to do that? You give your money to a random person. At the time, I didn't know it was Alvin Harper. But she said, if that's fine with you, then okay, we can do it. So we end up going to the counter. I ended up getting a cashier's check, y'all. Thank God I ended up getting a cashier's check. The person still was waiting on me at the leasing office. But I seen a Super Bowl ring on his finger, so I'm like, I asked him who he was. He said his name is Harper. I didn't know who Harper was, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. So I went to Google and said Harper, 2-time Super Bowl ring, and he had Dallas Cowboy hat on. So I typed Dallas Cowboys 2-time Super Bowl ring Harper. Alvin Harper popped up. So I'm like, okay. But I was still in the process of getting my cashier's check. So fast forward to me actually getting the cashier's check. Thank God. My back was against the wall. I talked to one specific person, and this person helped me get the check. This person could have been in front of the other person in line. I was behind him in line. I was outside for about 3 minutes on the phone with the leasing office. Do y'all understand the divine timing that God would do for you? It could have been anybody that I talked to, the first person that I talked to. But it was him, specifically him. And he ended up getting me the check and wrote his number down for me to call him if anything went wrong. But when I was walking out, I said, Alvin Harper, And he ended up giving a big smile, and I ended up taking a picture with him, which I will put up here as well that you'll see. And that's just my testimony, y'all, that I ended up getting an apartment. The lease office was waiting on me still. You know, when I got there, they had big smiles on their face because they was worried, but they just happy to see me that I'm actually moving in, you know. So just a testimony, y'all, when you're back against the wall, but you've been faithful, you believe in God, you have faith in God, He will not just abandon you, y'all. I'm telling you straight up, He will not abandon you. And I'm talking to y'all now in the apartment I moved into. So God is good, man. It's just a testimony. Keep going and put your faith in God, and He will never let you down. I'm telling y'all.